Former US President and the Republican presidential nominee for the November election, Donald Trump, has an opponent to contend with at home. His wife, Melania Trump, has made an extraordinary declaration in an eagerly awaited memoir to be published next week. In this memoir, the former First Lady says she is a passionate supporter of a woman's right to control her own body, including the right to abortion. Amid a campaign in which Donald Trump's threats to women's reproductive rights have played a central role, the Republican nominee's wife writes, and I quote, "It is imperative to guarantee that women have autonomy in deciding their preference of having children based on their own convictions, free from any intervention or pressure from the government." Melania Trump goes on to say, why should anyone other than the woman herself have the power to determine what she does with her own body? A woman's fundamental right of individual liberty to her own life grants her the authority to terminate her pregnancy if she wishes. Restricting a woman's right to choose whether to terminate an unwanted pregnancy is the same as denying her control over her own body. I have carried this belief with me throughout my adult life, she says. Melania Trump has rarely expressed political views in public. The book, which reveals the former First Lady to be so firmly out of step with her own husband and his party, will be published in the United States next Tuesday. Melania's decision to include a full-throated expression of support for abortion rights is remarkable, not just because of her proximity to a Republican candidate who's running on an anti-abortion platform, but also given the severe deterioration of women's reproductive rights under Donald Trump and the GOP. In 2022, in the US Supreme Court case Dobbs versus Jackson, 3 justices installed by Donald Trump himself voted to strike down Roe v. Wade, the ruling which had protected federal abortion rights in the United States since 1973. Republican-run states have since instituted draconian abortion bans. Donald Trump has tried to take credit for the Supreme Court's decision. Long, the central aim of evangelical and conservative Catholic donors and voters. But Democrats have scored a succession of election wins by campaigning on this issue, even in conservative states, and threats to reproductive rights, among them threats to fertility treatments, including IVF, are proving to be rather problematic for Republicans. Amid a blizzard of statements which opponents deem misogynistic and regressive, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump's running mate, has indicated he would support a national abortion ban, a move, it seems, his boss's wife would be strongly against.